On March 19, 2024, a Nashville Metropolitan Police Department officer on patrol stopped a vehicle without reasonable suspicion and began questioning it about why it was there. The incident was captured on the police body cam.
Clear, I'll do it. All right, go for it.
Put in step 4, put on a 40 Polo Victor at 801 Royal Parkway.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I'm Officer Lynn at Metro. We're just wondering what you were doing here.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, why not?
I have a right not to.
Okay, well, look,
Amendment.
You do. Let me explain a few things, okay? I'm a police officer.
All right.
Okay. This is my area. This is my zone. I'm here all the time.
Yeah,
okay?
Hermitage.
Yes. And I'm here in this particular parking lot quite often, and I just don't usually see a Jeep here.
Uh-huh.
And I was just wondering what you're doing, because it's weird to me there's a Jeep here that's usually not here. That's why I'm making contact with you.
I'm not...
If you're not doing anything wrong, we got nothing to worry about.
I'm not obligated to help you with your investigation.
You are obligated to talk to me as a police officer. Okay.
Citizens have the right to remain silent and are generally not required to speak with the police, especially if they are not under arrest or detained. This right, established by the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution to avoid self-incrimination, allows individuals to choose whether to cooperate with law enforcement during interactions. While cooperation is often encouraged and can be beneficial, it is not an absolute legal obligation in all circumstances. For instance, during routine encounters like traffic stops, individuals may be required to provide basic information, such as identification and vehicle documents, but can opt not to answer additional questions. It is possible that in a court of law, the judge would find no problem with the citizen exercising her right not to cooperate, finding what the police in the video referred to as reasonable suspicion not valid.
I have the right to ask you simple questions.
Yes,
such as,
you do.
What are you doing here?
I have a right to refuse to answer them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I have a
don't
right to
answer
ask for your
questions.
ID.
For what reason?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me.
So you want to do something punitive to me?
Nope.
You want to punish me?
I just want to figure out who you
are. On
and
video,
I
right?
didn't.
You just told me that.
Nope.
You said because I didn't want to do what you wanted, that's you were going to punish me.
I did not. Those are your
Yeah.
words, not mine.
That's exactly what happened.
You know, this goes a lot easier if we just are nice with each other.
It would be. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm not doing anything wrong.
So then tell me what you are doing here.
It's none of your business.
Do you work
It
here?
really is not. Any of
Do you
your
have anything to
business.
do
I'm
with this
not
building?
breaking a law.
Okay.
Now, you can do your investigation, but I'm not going to aid you in it. Period.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you do understand that because you're here, I have no idea who you are and why you're here.
You don't need to.
I have the right to detain
I'm
you.
on private property. Well, detained is the same as arrested, so what am I
It's not the
arrested
same.
for?
Detained just means you can't leave.
Basically,
Nope.
it is.
You don't go in handcuffs and you're detained.
What am I detained for? What crime?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me right now, and you have.
I don't have to. I don't have to communicate with you. I don't have to cooperate
Man, just
with
tell me
you.
what you're doing here.
It's
That's all
none
this
of
is.
your
That's
business.
all this is
It's
about.
none of your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let me see your driver's license.
For what cause?
Because I don't.
Because I don't answer your questions.
Because I have a
so
reason.
you want my driver's license?
I have a reason to believe that you are here. You're not supposed to be here.
What?
That is.
Why?
It's called reasonable
what's
suspicion.
What's the reason?
Because
I'm in a parking lot.
yes,
So
and you are
think
normally
you can
not
go
here.
in any private parking lot and harass people.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you're
Those are
doing.
your words,
And
not
you're
mine.
pouting because you're not getting your way.
I'm not pouting.
So you're going for my ID like a pussy.
I have a right to ask for anyone's ID I come in contact
yeah,
with.
you can ask anything.
Okay. Can you step out of the car for me?
For what?
You're not going to be placed in handcuffs, but you are
For
being
what?
detained.
For what?
I would feel
I'm
more
sitting
comfortable
here.
if you
I'm
stepped out of the car.
detained.
Okay?
For what?
Step out of the car.
You're not going to arrest me, so
I'm
why
not
do
going
I
to
need
arrest
to get out of
you.
the car?
I need you to get out of the car.
For what
so
reason?
we can have a conversation.
Please get your supervisor.
We need to have a conversation.
We need to talk to your supervisor.
And we can make that happen.
Get your supervisor. Please call your supervisor.
I will do that once you hand me your ID. I'll make that deal with you.
Please call your supervisor.
Ma'am, I need to know who you are.
Please call your supervisor.
Is this person here related with you? Why are you being so difficult with me?
It's not difficult. I'm not obligated to do your investigation I don't care about your investigation. I'm sitting here trying to be in a parking lot, and you're fucking with me.
I'm not. Have I told you anything wrong? Have I told you anything bad? Have I said anything? Everything that's bad has happened from your words, not mine. Hey, Moss. Is he with her?
Yeah.
Hey, sir. I'm Officer Leonard. Me and my partner were in body cameras. Look, she's being extremely difficult with me. I'm just trying to have a conversation with her, okay?
I can't hear.
Look, let me just tell you why we're here. This is my area, okay? There's usually not a car parked here, and I just wanted to speak with her and figure out what she was here, why she's here. That's all it's about. And she's refusing to answer my questions.
I'm here every night, midnight at 1 o'clock.
Okay, do you clean the building?
No, I'm here to pick this shit up and this right here and carry it to Knoxville.
Okay.
Every night. Been doing this for 5 years.
Okay. Do you guys look? I have no reason to believe that you're not telling me the truth. Okay. All I need.
I promise you, I just unlocked that door with this key.
You have a key for the building?
Yeah. I
Perfect.
Just went in and got my shit.
Okay.
This is my job.
Okay. And
Some
again,
people have a job.
thank you. I believe you. I do too. Now, understand from my point of view, just being
I get it.
being the zone officer, I'm here all the time. I normally don't see a car parked here. It was just a little bit weird. That's called what we call reasonable suspicion in my job. Okay. When I have that, I have the right to talk to people, ask a couple questions, figure out what's going on, and as long as everything checks out, we all go on our way. That's all this is.
We don't have to answer a single
You
question
do.
that you
You are
ask.
wrong.
No, we don't have to answer your questions.
You do.
No.
As a police officer, I have that authority.
You can ask me anything
So-
you want, but I'm not obliged to tell you anything.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you? Can I please have it? Okay. Sir, do you know who she is? Is she with you?
Yes, she's my sister.
Please do
Okay.
not.
I'm going to hang on to this until I get hers. So the sooner she gives me her ID, the sooner we can all be on our way.
I ain't done nothing.
What's your
to you.
suspicion now? So he's explained everything to you, so what are your suspicions about me?
As a police officer, when I'm on a call and
Uh-huh.
I have reasonable suspicion, I have the right to ID everyone I'm talking
Well,
to.
I don't have to ID
Let me
you
explain
unless
everything
you-
and
unless
stop
you-
interrupting me.
Unless you charge me with a separate crime, you cannot get me for failure to ID because it's none of your business.
The longer you interrupt me, the longer we're going to be here. All right?
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Well, then don't act like one.
I'm not.
Here we go. Again. Ready? I have his ID. Because I have reasonable suspicion to talk to you, I need your ID. The sooner you give it to me, the sooner we can all be on our way. That's all this
Call your
is.
supervisor.
Okay, give me your ID and I will.
Can you call your supervisor, please? What's your name, badge number? Employee
This is
number?
Officer Moss. He's
I'm
training.
asking him.
He is training.
Thank you.
Officer Moss,
Uh-huh.
40111.
Thank you.
Are you
Can
guys
you
sovereign
please call your
citizens or something?
supervisor?
Is that what this is?
Soft shit, not
Sovereign
not,
citizens.
Not bowing to
Is
your
that what
will
this
does
is?
not make somebody a soft citizen.
Okay.
This is my job.
And I believe you. Do you know why she's being so difficult with me?
I have no idea.
Okay, all I need is her ID. That's
It's none of
it.
your business.
Ma'am, what's your ID? Where is it? Okay. 17, Charles. Can you start me one more car? 28 Tennessee Tag Boy, Nora Queen, 7683. Tell me who that comes back to. Sir, look, I'm being reasonable here. I'm not trying to get anybody hemmed up for anything. I just need to get her ID. That's all it is. That's all it is. You've been cooperative. I appreciate that. Coach who's fine. He's got a lady who's maybe a sovereign citizen over here.
What's your definition of a sovereign citizen?
Sovereign citizen is someone who just doesn't cooperate with police. They don't think they have to. They
Okay.
think rules and laws don't apply to them.
They do. I don't know why you think I'm a soft sit.
Okay, look. Can you give me your ID?
No,
Why not?
it's none of your business.
It is my
It's an
business.
overreach.
It's not
of
an
your
overreach.
Power when you don't have any suspicion that I've committed a crime. This has
Go ahead.
become 100% your ego.
Tennessee has laws about trespassing and loitering. Trespassing is entering someone's property without their permission, while loitering is loitering in a way that makes people concerned about safety. In the video, the police officer asked for identification from people who were actually just doing their job and had permission to be there. According to the law, police can ask someone to leave private property if the owner asks them to or if the police have written permission. But if the police do this without permission, things can get messy. In this case, since it was already clear what the people the police considered suspicious were doing there, They should have left the people doing their work alone and not harassed them further.
It's not.
This is all your ego.
Can you verify that? Ma'am, you understand that it's my policy of my department to identify anybody I come in
I don't care
contact
about
with.
policy, I care about law.
So the policy follows law,
I don't have to abide by your department's policies. I
which
go by
follows
the
the state
I
laws.
go by the law.
Okay.
And the law is I don't have to ID to you. Your policy doesn't mean shit to me.
Ma'am, you do understand that if you refuse to ID yourself, I have to take you to jail.
If you want to arrest me for a separate crime, you can arrest me that as a secondary charge. But it's not a charge in itself.
There's no charge initially. We're just having an encounter with you just to see what's
Right.
going on. And if you would just give me your ID, I could ID you and
Did you
get
call
you
your
out of here.
supervisor?
Not yet, because you haven't given me your ID.
I have asked over and over for a supervisor.
You've asked me twice.
That's what they're for.
You've asked me twice.
I asked you too. Will you call a supervisor?
We'll call one in just a minute, okay?
We'll call one of the states.
We're gonna get.
Job to do regardless.
And the longer she doesn't give me her ID, the longer you're not gonna do your job.
I'm gonna go do my job.
Let me run your ID, okay?
The officer in the video says he'll keep both individuals there until the woman shows her ID, even though he already admitted that the man was working and had every right to be there. This situation shows how things can get confusing, especially when officers don't follow the rules they're supposed to. It's frustrating to see these kinds of mistakes happening, and it's important to highlight these issues so they can be addressed and fixed.
Hey, dude. So we were just making rounds, this area, whatever.
Yep.
We're making a round across the street, 800 Royal.
Yep.
I see this Jeep parked as it is. I'm just like, oh, that's weird. I
Yeah.
don't usually see a Jeep parked here.
Yeah.
I initiated 40 Victor, go
Yeah.
make contact with her. She's like, I don't have to answer your questions. I'm like,
Oh, he's
okay.
detained right now.
So I told her she's detained. While we're talking to her, this gentleman comes out the door, gives me his ID. She's telling me she doesn't have to give me her ID, that she doesn't have to cooperate with my investigation. And I'm telling her the sooner she gives me her ID, the sooner I can let her
Yeah.
cut her loose and get her out of here.
She's detained.
She's just refusing. Yeah. So she's demanding a supervisor. So
Okay.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's all it is.
Is
She
it her
just-
car?
No. I think it's his. Hey Todd, is this your car? It is? Okay. You wanna try talking to her? I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay.
Hey Todd, real quick. So you said you were inside the building. I believe you. You said you have the key. Is it one of those scan cards? Can you just show me it works and then we're good?
This time of night. Most of the time it's a little earlier because I don't get caught up in this stuff here.
Well,
It
you under-
works real good. And I open it like that. And it goes
Perfect.
in.
Here's your ID back. Look, I'm not trying to cause any trouble.
Understand.
I don't usually see a car here, and I need her ID. That's all it is. I got to get her ID.
She's driving for me right now. I've
Okay.
had some issues. I got pulled over up here at the light the other night. Y'all said I was sitting in the middle of the road. Somebody did. With three of those cars. But anyway.
Do you have
And
any
I have
reason why she'd be difficult with me? Like she's being? Does she have any warrants or anything like that? She's not on papers or of any kind. Then why is she being difficult?
She's just that way. It's about her rights and things.
Okay.
And she's,
Can you reason with her and are able to get her ID for me? Because the sooner I get her ID, the sooner I can get you guys out of here.
The police have repeatedly stated that he believed that no crime has been committed here. So if there is no crime, if there is no reasonable suspicion, how can the police still insist on identification? The answer is simple. The police are trying to establish authority over citizens who know their rights, and they are pushing all doors to do so.
She ain't gonna come off of it.
Okay. Well, I need to get her ID.
You're interrupting. I'm silent.
Ma'am, me and Todd here, we're fine. But I need to get you ID'd. We can be fine if I can get your ID. That's all it is.
What crime are you going to charge me with?
I've already gone over this with you twice, and my partner
Then
here
you're
just
not getting
explained
my
it to
ID.
you. You're here
No.
on private property.
State of Tennessee, I do not have to give you my ID unless I'm charged with a separate crime.
That's not true.
It is
You're
true.
being detained for a crime.
You're being detained for
yeah,
reasonable
I'm just
suspicion,
saying.
which means
Ta-da.
you do have to give me your ID.
Ta-da. No, I don't.
Yes, it does.
No, RISE doesn't work in Tennessee.
Okay, well then you can be charged with
No.
resisting a stop.
No, I haven't resisted any
You're
stop.
resisting right now.
You're on
I'm
video
resisting
being.
your wants and wishes. I'm going by the law.
We're
By
sitting
law.
in the parking lot where nobody else is, okay? It's fine.
Exactly, and I've explained this to you both.
Come on.
Right.
Normally,
so why are you
I don't
still
see your
fucking
car
with
here.
Me when you know what
If
we're
you give me
doing?
your ID and I can
That's
get you
all your
ID,
ego.
we'll be
This
out of
is your
here.
ego.
Nope,
This
I
is
have
all
to do
your
this.
ego.
I have to do
No,
this.
fuck your ego.
Okay,
It's not an ego thing. It's
It
a
is.
protocol.
It isn't.
it is.
No, it's your protocol to ask for it, but that doesn't mean I have to give it to
Yes,
you.
it does.
No.
Yes, it does.
Call your supervisor.
And he's
Either
gonna tell you
arrest
the
me
same
for
thing.
a separate
He's gonna
crime.
ask
Do
us
what
why
you
he
need
needs
to
come
do.
out here, so we need to give
You
him a reason.
already know. We've been talking this to death.
And you want him here because why? You don't think you have you don't think you
Because
can give
you're
me
full
your
of
ID?
shit. So we
Okay.
need somebody better than you in charge.
Okay.
That's what they're there for.
Okay. I'll get my supervisor en route,
Thank you.
and he'll tell you the same thing I did. Hello? Hey. Basically, I was patrolling Airport Center, Royal Parkway, just doing extra patrols, and I saw across the street in 801 Royal, there's a Jeep just kind of hanging out in the parking lot of this, like, office building that I don't normally see. So I rolled up on it, initiated 40 Paul Victor, started talking. There's a woman in the driver's seat. I ask her what she's identify, do the greeting, tell her I'm recording. She tells me she doesn't have to answer any of my questions. I tell her she does. I ask her why she's being here. She's just staring at me, starts recording me. Basically is just being very resistant to my questions, which was just to figure out why she's here. While we're talking, a guy comes out of the building. He says he has a key to the building, shows me it works, it does. I get him ID'd, he gives me his ID right away. He's got no history. She's basically just saying that because, I have reasonable suspicion that she's here doing something because there is normally not here. I don't ever see this car here. And I tell her, I'm explaining that because I have reasonable suspicion, I have the right to request her ID, and she's like, no, you don't. You only have the right to ID me if you charge me with a separate charge or something like that. She has no idea what she's talking about. And Malone's here now, and he's explained the same thing to her, and she's asked for a supervisor multiple times, and now she's demanding to come here because she needs someone here who can explain to her that I have the legal right to get her ID from her. That's more smart than I am, according to her. So. 801 Royal Parkway. I haven't looked at that yet. I can. The guy told me that they're here. They come here every night and they pick up a check or some items from inside and then they leave, which I have every reason to believe him because he showed me that his key card to the building works and he unlocked the building for me and it opened and all that stuff. But she's just refusing to give me her ID. Correct. He only has a single incident. Hold on. In Hones. Can you see for the trespass waiver at 801 Royal? Yeah. The thing is about trespass waivers is he's saying that they're supposed to be here and get the check, which if that's true, he showed me he does have a check in his hand. It's in an envelope, and he does have a key to the building. So what he's saying is true. So I don't think I can even get him for trespassing. But I had no idea what it was when I got here, and the reason.
I'm not saying he enforced the trespass waiver here, but that's also the reason why you stop talking.
Right. He only has one moving violation his entire history. I'm going to try TLOing him and see if I can get, because he's, no. But he's told me that this woman who's out here is his sister. In which case, if they are, I might be able to ID her through TLO. She's just being very, very difficult. And I've asked her, I'm like, why are you being difficult? Are you a sovereign citizen? And then she took that offensively. She didn't know what a sovereign citizen was. And it's just weird. I've been nothing but nice to her. Immediately she was like, why are you trying to punish me? And I told her I'm not trying to punish you. And then she said, you just told me you're trying to punish me. And I said, no, I didn't. You literally are the only one that has said the word punish since I've been here. Like, you're just putting words in my mouth. She's just playing the game, so that's all it is. And again, I tried avoiding calling you, but she's been persistent and requested you multiple times.
800 has one, but not 801.
So there's no trespass waiver here?
No.
All right. Yeah, there's no trespass waiver.
I'll be out there in a little bit.
Okay. Bye. Sarge is en route. I think I might have found her.
Hello?
Hey, real quick, I've got her ID'd. I found her through TLO. Wait, sorry. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, I've got her ID'd. I found her through TLO, and she's, oh my God, she's got nothing in her history. She's just being, it looks like she's just being difficult to be difficult. So I'm gonna explain that I've got her ID'd, and now that I know why they're here, like, they're both free to leave since I got her ID'd. But I mean, I don't know if you still, if I do that and she still wants to talk to you, do you still want to respond, or how do you want to do this? Yeah, I got you. I'll go talk to her. All right. Bye. All right, ma'am. Both free to leave.
Can you apologize?
I have no reason to apologize.
Can you admit you were wrong? That
I wasn't wrong,
give your
ma'am.
ID?
I need you to understand that when a police officer has reasonable suspicion, the law states we have the right to ID people.
No, you don't.
We do.
Or you would be doing it right now.
Here's what I encourage you to do,
would
okay?
do it right now.
I already have. I've asked you for your ID at least 10 times, and you've refused every time.
Right.
So
And then you punitively detain me.
that's not
Because you know I'm
that's
not
not punitive. So
yeah, that's punitive.
I encourage you to look up the statute about
I
that
encourage you to.
whenever you leave,
You're the one that's supposed to know.
and I do know.
Then you're either lying to me or you're ignorant to it.
Okay.
You choose which one looks
You can
best
believe
to
whatever
you.
you want to believe. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going
All
to tell
right.
you otherwise.
Bye, everybody.
But you and Todd are free to leave.
Thank you.
I got her ID through TLO. She's clean. She's got absolutely no history. She's just being difficult.
Yeah, she's being. Yeah. I was like, dude, she got warrants or something.
That's what I thought,
What's
too.
going on? But, I mean,
That's how the sovereign citizens
yeah.
go, though. They just want to get a rage at somebody.
How'd you idea? Through him?
TLO. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, okay. So
His relationships, because I got his. He just gave me his ID.
Yeah.
Pulled him up. Looked at the first person with the same last name that was around the same age.
Yeah.
She was the first person that pulled up.
Easy enough. Craig, like, I'm not coming up there.
No, Craig just said just tell her she can leave, and then if she just leaves, then let him know
Yeah.
which she is.
There you go. Easy that. It's been a minute since I've done with the sovereign citizens.
You'll be famous on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Serge, she left.
The woman left the scene without further incident. It is not known whether the woman filed a formal complaint against the police officers.